There was a time when I was weak, a time when I was the one who had to be protected, the one who had to hide behind stronger backs, the one who barely survived instead of truly living. But that time is dead, and I killed it with my own 2 hands. If you're listening to me now, then you have a choice to make. Will you live your life caged by your fears, shackled by your limits, whispering to yourself that you're not enough? Or will you take what is yours, demand more from existence, and forge yourself into something unstoppable? Strength is not given. Power is not gifted. If you want it, you take it, you bleed for it, you fight for it. And when the world tells you that you can't, you break that world apart with your own 2 hands. This is the story of every person who has ever risen from the depths. This is the essence of evolution. To be reborn from failure, to carve power from the raw material of suffering. I was not chosen by fate. I was not granted this strength. I seized it, claimed it as mine, and let no one take it from me. I have been at the bottom. I have been broken. I have felt the cold hands of despair gripping my throat. But in those moments, I made a decision. I would not let the world dictate my worth. I would not let my past define my future. And so, I changed. I became something else, something stronger, something greater, and you can too. You know what it means to be the weakest, to have your life measured not by what you achieve, but by how little you fail. I was once that person, a hunter so weak, my survival depended on the pity of others. I could not stand on my own. I was a burden, a liability. I was nothing. I remember those days with clarity. Every mission was a death sentence. Every fight was a struggle just to stay alive. The monsters I faced laughed at my weakness. The strong overlooked me, and even my allies pitied me. That was my existence. A life spent in the shadow of others, powerless, forgotten. But then something changed, an opportunity, a chance to seize what was beyond my reach. The moment I accepted the power before me, I swore I would never crawl again. From that day forward, I would only move forward, only ascend, only grow stronger. And so I fought, every day, every night. I became something different, something the world had never seen before. Every step I took, every monster I faced, every shadow that swallowed me whole. I did not walk away the same. Each battle left its mark, carved into my flesh, burned into my soul. And I took those scars, those losses, those unbearable pains, and I turned them into strength. Do you understand what that means? It means there is no fail, only transformation. Every time you fall, you are given a choice. Stay down, accept mediocrity, surrender to weakness. Or rise again, stronger, faster, more relentless than before. If I had ever accepted my weakness, I would have died long ago. But instead, I embraced the abyss and became the storm that devours all in its path. You are not weak. You are simply unfinished. And the only thing standing between you and the greatness you seek is your willingness to suffer for it. Pain is the fuel of strength. Struggle is the foundation of victory. Every hardship you endure is a step toward ascension. The only true defeat is surrender. Think of the greatest warriors, the strongest hunters, the most fearsome beings who walk this world. None of them were born into their power. None of them simply awakened one day, already at their peak. No, they fought, they bled, they endured more pain than anyone else. And that is why they stand above all others. So ask yourself, what are you willing to endure? What pain will you embrace? How far are you willing to go to claim the power that is waiting for you? What do you see when you look at the world around you? People content with being less than they could be. People who have accepted their limits as if they were written in stone. They tell themselves that this is just how it is, that some people are meant for greatness and others are not. Lies. Every single one of them. You are not ordinary. You are not meant to live a quiet, forgettable life. You were born with the potential to become something fearsome, something eternal. But that potential means nothing if you do not reach for it. If you do not shatter the chains of comfort and embrace the fire of challenge, if you do not tear apart the weakness that clings to you and step into the power that is waiting for you to claim it. I destroyed my past self, the one who hesitated, the one who feared, the one who doubted. I killed that man and became something greater, and so must you. The world does not care about your excuses. The universe does not pity your struggles. If you do not rise, you will be left behind. If you do not evolve, you will be devoured by those who do. Do you understand what that means? There is no middle ground. There is no safe path. There is only the climb or the fall. The weak wait for miracles. The strong create them. Look inside yourself. Do you feel that hunger, that burning need to be more? That is the only thing that separates those who rise from those who remain in the dirt. Will alone is not enough. It must be an obsession, a madness, a relentless fire that consumes every doubt, every hesitation, every excuse. I have fought monsters that could crush mountains, beings that called themselves gods, creatures that existed beyond reason, and yet none of them broke me, because my will is absolute, and I demand the same from you. Do not ask for permission to be strong. Do not wait for someone to tell you that you are worthy. Take what is yours with your own 2 hands, because if you do not, someone else will, and they will show no mercy. The world is a battlefield. Strength is the only language it understands. The question is not whether you will fight. It is whether you will win. There will come a day when you stand at the edge of everything you once were. You will look back and see the broken pieces of your old self scattered behind you. And you will look forward and see a new world, one shaped by your strength, your will, your indomitable hunger. And in that moment, you will know you did not just survive, you conquered. So rise, hunter. Let the shadows tremble before you. Let weakness become a forgotten name. And let the world remember your ascent as the day a king was born. But strength is not just about power. It is about endurance. It is about resilience. It is about the unyielding will to stand again and again, no matter how many times you are knocked down. True strength is forged in the fires of adversity. The weak look for an easy path. The strong carve their own. You must be willing to endure what others cannot. You must become more than you were yesterday. Every step forward is a step toward dominion. Never settle. Never stop. Rise. The world does not reward hesitation. The universe bows to those who refuse to kneel. Your journey is not over. Your story is not finished. Now go. Claim your throne. Mastery is built on discipline. The discipline to fight when you are tired. The discipline to train when you could rest. The discipline to push beyond the edge. Your limits are not real. They are illusions waiting to be shattered. Learn this, and you will know no bounds.